Hi there. I would like to introduce you to my grandmother, Hazel Evelyn Ingmond Bowers. Grandma B was and continues to be a guiding force in my life. Little did Grandma B know at the time, but she was teaching me to be a better person by the way she lived her life. What better way to teach a young person about thinking of others than to show that quality in your own daily examples and the way you treat others? As she went through life, Grandma B always tried to make the world a better place because she lived in it. As she stated in a short autobiography, this was her theme. My memories of Grandma keep me grounded and remind me to think of other human beings ahead of my own personal situation. For the longest time, I lived only for myself. I never thought much about others and the things that I could do to help them. One day, Grandma was sharing a family holiday meal with us in Jeromesville, Ohio. She placed a small dish on the dinner table and asked all of us to put our spare change in the dish so she could send a small donation to CARE to help feed some people who were going hungry somewhere in the world. That was in the day when you had change in your pocket. That may have been one of the first times that I seriously considered the well-being of someone other than myself. Grandma was a divorced single parent raising my mom on a very modest income after she was able to escape an abusive marriage to my grandfather. Grandma B made a living as a sign painter while caring for her father and mother in her own home. She was widely known around Ashland and the surrounding area for her meticulous handiwork on her signs for the customers. She later worked at a part-time job in her church, the First Ashland Methodist Church, making home visits and hospital visits with members who were unable to attend services. The church building was deteriorating late in the 1950s, and the congregation planned a nice new building to replace the sanctuary. The weekly donation envelopes had two pockets. The first was labeled General Fund, which was intended for continuing operational expenses, and the other side of the envelope was labeled Building Fund for the upcoming project. Grandma always had some cash in each pocket every Sunday. She was a big believer in tithing, setting aside the first 10% of her paychecks for the church. My mother, Betty, was a stay-at-home mother raising us 5 kids, and my father, Harold, was the lone breadwinner. Dad made a decent wage at a printing company in Ashland, but the paychecks didn't allow for too many extras with 5 kids to feed. With only a 2-bedroom, 2-story, 1-bathroom house, it was time to find a way to remodel the house constructed in 1894. Grandma B to the rescue. Our family contracted with a local builder to add another large bedroom to the house, so the 4 boys then got their own room. Mindy then got the original boys' bedroom, which was right next to Mom and Dad's bedroom. Grandma took out a loan at the local bank so we could have that wonderful upgrade for us kids. Not only did she help with that addition, but she also helped finance another addition later on when I was starting college. This was Grandma's way of contributing to the well-being of other family members. She was my philanthropy professor for a course I call Philanthropy 101. I witnessed so many ways that she helped her fellow man in and around Ashland. Sometimes Grandma B saw one of us grandkids doing something nice for another person, and she would say, "Bless your heart," or "God bless you." Well, speaking for myself, Grandma, you will never know how much He has blessed my life. This is just a small part of her story and how it affected my life and the lives of my family. Any officer or member of the Defiance Area Foundation would be able to look at Grandma B's life and cite examples of her way to make the world a better place because she lived in it. Thanks to our founder, Gene Smart, the Defiance Area Foundation was set up to provide significant funds of financial assistance to a myriad of organizations through a never-ending flow of grants, which have done awesome things for our communities near Defiance. A company called Thrivent that you may have heard of does a wonderful job of providing benefits to policyholders who undertake volunteer work for community fundraising projects. This company provides t-shirts to the volunteers, which always have the slogan, "Live Generously," on the front. Every time I see someone wearing one of these shirts, it makes me think, am I doing enough to live generously? To everyone who is able to help further the cause, consider joining us to live generously.